thank you so much.
And when we have other filmmakers talk about Manjummel boys, we're all filled with more pride. Like Anurag does.
Okay.
Like so many people have always spoken about, and especially that film, which is like a landmark film in your career, I'm sure. So after that film now, is there a pressure to rise up to that one? Or I know it's an obvious question, but how do you
Of
approach it?
course, there is a certain level of expectation after Manjummel Boys, and a lot of people have a trust in us, and
Mhm.
I think we have to deliver like every time.
Right.
Yeah. So that
Right.
pressure is real, but sometimes I delete it and just go to work.
Okay. So you delete the pressure and go to work. Tell me about the film has been written also. You also co-written the film, right? The script has been also co-written
No,
by.
the screenplay is by Jitu, but we have
Huh.
sat together and made my version out of it. Yeah, so we had like a lot of discussions, and we wrote around 10 drafts before
Oh,
starting shoot.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, how did it come to you, the script? Did it
So after
develop?
Manjummel, a lot of opportunities came, a lot of doors opened and everything. And I've committed a couple of projects, but everything was big and it will take a lot of time to
Mhm.
actually
Hmm.
come to theaters. So I was kind of confused, sad, jobless. So
2 years it
uh,
took you? 2 years?
yeah, 2 years, 2 years. And so I was sitting around, and that's when one of my friends, Sajin, he's an actor. He told me Jitu has a couple of stories. So I went and met Jitu, and he told me, "What kind of film are you looking for? Big, small, or something?" I don't care. Like, just give me what you think is the best. So he
Mm-hmm.
told me Balan, and immediately next day the project started. So
Okay.
Balan was never planned, and it was never in the list. So Balan
Okay.
just happened.
So the director co-writing, the director, he's also a director, right? So a director working with a director for a script. So what is the equation like? Is the direction also coming in?
It was we both had different languages. So
Mm,
the first task was to make Balan my film, to make it
mm,
in my language. So and Jitu was very supportive, and even though he was working on the Surya project, he was
mm,
pretty busy. He traveled with me to all the locations, and we sat for 2 3 months, and we wrote. So it was very easy working with him, and he understands the vision,
mm.
and he knows it is a director's thing, and and he know like after a point it is totally mine. He understands that, and that
Hmm.
really
So
helped.
there is a understanding of till here
Yeah,
and now you take over
yeah,
kind of thing.
yes.
Okay. Now tell me about working with a child. Is it very challenging to work with a child actor? And tell me about him because he's there. He's such an endearing little one,
Mm.
and his eyes and the way he speaks. Was it a lot of coaching to do? How was the?
I think I was very lucky to have that boy in my film because he's a great actor and he understands concepts way
Mhm.
beyond his age.
How old is
And yeah,
he? How old?
he's 7, I think.
Okay. Okay. Very young.
Yeah, very young, and it's very bright child. And
Mhm.
so the main task was to keep him interested.
Ah. Okay.
So after 4 days of shoot, he was like, "Done. I have to go home." I was like, "No, we just started. We have 80 more days of shoot." And like,
Hmm. Hmm.
because he's a kid, we can't make him work for a for long hours and stuff. After 7, he will only come and tell me, "Sir, my battery is low," and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, it was fun
So
working
what
with
did you
him.
keep him? What was that kept him going? What did you bribe him with?
He wants to be a star. So I like, you want to
Ah,
be a star. I look at Toby, like he's coming in
oh,
time again. He's working. You want to
okay.
be like him? You better show up. So he does it.
Oh, at 6, he's already has these mental
Uh,
expectations.
and when he's like too tired and he's like cranky, we tell him, "What do you think Mammootty is doing?"
Ah,
He
okay.
doesn't get cranky. He comes and acts. He does his job. You want to be like Mammootty? You show up.
Oh my God. Must be a task.
Motivate him that
Yeah.
way.
Must be a
Yeah.
task
But
to
he
work
was a
with him.
very idiot child, very nice boy. And I'm very lucky to have him.
Okay. Okay. Well, I wanted to ask you I mean, how was the process of writing the script is what I wanted to ask you if you want to add something more to it. What were the challenges? Because it's a very interesting concept because the visual is, I think it'll stay. The visual of the mother and the gun and the child and the bell. I think it's
Yeah.
quite a
One of my
metaphorical.
favorite shots in the film.
Yeah, and it is very intriguing that
Yeah.
by the three, is it she in a hospital bed with
Mhm.
the child, protecting the child, or is she psychotic? We don't know. It's like a bit of a gray, a lot of gray, of course. So,
Yeah, she's not the usual mother you see in other
yes, she's
films.
not the
Like,
sacrificing self, but she's
uh,
protective of the child. If there's
protected,
something
like all mothers are, like
all
she's
mothers
very
are.
protective. But
Hmm.
she's not the usual mother. Like she's the like epitome of what you
Kindness
say,
and the grace
kindness
and
and patience, and no,
right,
she's a very normal human being. And then she snaps and she's cranky, and she will go to any extent to protect their life.
right. Also,
Yeah,
there's a very beautiful song, rhyme that you picked up about the frog.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, and it's Takol, right? The Takol
Yeah,
song, right?
that's all. Yeah.
So, why did you choose the song and how does it bind with the script
Yeah,
of the?
Takul means key, and
Yeah,
so the poem is about a
a
frog
frog.
who has lost his key and is going around asking other other
Animal.
animals like, "Have you seen my key? Have you seen my key?" And so that is a metaphor for the film also. So
Yeah,
if you
because
watch the
he's
film,
looking for
the
his
poem,
mother.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's in search of something, and there are a lot of things. So if after the film, it will make more sense, I think. And the brief to the lyricist was like, it should be it should be very easy, it should be very simple, it should
Innocent.
remind
Hmm.
you of the
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
of the poems you have been taught at school. So
Hmm.
there is a very famous poem like kake kake kudavide.
Ah, I know. I
So
know
that
that.
is so it is on the same
Yeah.
line, it's the
Hmm.
same rhythm we have used.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think and there is a very few what you say literature for kids are coming out these days, especially in
Hmm.
Malayalam. There are like
Hmm.
a lot of serious books coming,
Hmm.
and I think it will add to the library. I think for kids to
Wonderful.
learn in the future.
But
Yeah,
does the frog find his takul in the song?
no,
You
like
don't know.
when he finally finds the takul, it's something
Huh.
else. It is not
Oh,
even. It was a snake.
oh my God. So there's a little bit of his search of the
Yeah,
mother is also that
yeah.
entire the
And
connection.
all the odd creatures and all the odd people you find on the way, like who can never be friends. Like a frog can't be friends with an elephant or a
Yeah.
crab or something like
Huh.
that. Yeah,
Okay. So it's very metaphorical in a way.
yeah.
So there are
And
things.
finally the frog finds the key, it is a snake, and that is the oddest thing. Like and the
Hmm.
frog, sorry, the snake will eat up the frog. So a lot of
My
riddles
God,
in
it's
it.
scary. For me, it's already scary.
Yeah,
If it's metaphorized with the mother and the mother, finally he finds a mother and he's not the mother that he expects it to be. Oh God.
kind of. I don't
Okay.
know.
I know you'll not tell me because we have to wait and watch the film, but
Yeah.
it got a lot of I mean, it was shown internationally. So tell me about that response and how did people react and did they get it in different interpretations? So tell me about that.
Yeah, I think when we showed it in Cannes, there were a lot of nationalities. There were Iraqis and Italians, Russians, and French people. So I was watching their face while they were watching the film.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, what
Hmm.
word was it? So I think a lot of people connected, and we had a great discussion after the film. And it was kind of an experiment. Man. Like, will they get it? Will other
Hmm.
culture, like
Yeah.
people from other background get it? And it really worked. And I was very happy that it went to Cannes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's internationally, I mean,
Yeah.
understood kind of film.
Because the concept is, I think, and I believe it is very universal, because wherever there is a child, there has to be a mother. And if she's a
Hmm.
mother, there has to be a child. And
Hmm.
that is the same all over the world. And mother and child stories are very universal, I think.
Yeah. Well, it is also exploration because the child lives in the mother and the mother lives in the child. So there's a lot. I mean, you can read thousands of metaphors into it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
but it's also about a teenager trying to find closure
yeah.
by finding the missing mother. So did you have the teenager that you worked with? It's not. uh, I mean, I want
No,
more clarity.
it's also a new actor. His name is Mohammed Sinan, and he's also a very great kid, great
Hmm.
boy to work with. Fantastic actor. I think more of him will come after the film's
This
release, I
film.
think. Yeah.
Okay. And you work with newcomers, and it's been super successful, whatever you've done. A lot of it with newcomers.
why new face in this film is because especially the mother,
Hmm.
because there are a lot of great female actors in Kerala and South India,
Hmm.
and
Of
I didn't have
course.
to like
Yeah.
search more,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
still wanted a new face because the unpredictability. Who is she?
Hmm.
Can we trust her? What will she do next? And that is
Ah.
not clear.
So
So
her
that I
expression
really
is
wanted
not
to.
expected.
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
Hmm.
and expected, and we don't know her, and what will be
Hmm.
her next, what will she do? And so that really will help the story, I thought, and that's why I went with new faces for the film.
Okay, so a lot of praise has come from Priyadarshan sir, and it has also come from Ram Gopal Verma. And so, what is their feedback, and what did they tell you? If you
See,
can tell
Ramu
us.
sir and Priyan sir are like veterans and they have seen it all, done it all, and everything.
Hmm.
So, especially when such kind of words come from them, really means a lot for me. So,
Hmm.
Priyan sir and Ramu sir, whenever I see them, I pick on their brains. Sir, how did you do that? How did you do this and everything? So, I always have very meaningful conversation with both of them.
Hmm.
And when I was sitting in my Mumbai office, I happened to meet Ramu sir and I showed him some of the clips and really loved it. And he was very encouraging and he watched it like 4 5 times in a go
Hmm.
and he loves to talk films and so both are very big inspiration for me like
Anurag Kashyap, who I met last year in Dubai, had great things to talk about Manjummel Boys,
yeah,
uh, and especially certain shots of the film that he
yeah.
asked us to go back and watch. So tell me about that interaction, and what about your this response in Bollywood? A lot of people in from the Hindi film industry have looked up to you, and not that you need any validation, but still, it is an industry that
Anurag,
has looked up
I'm a big
to you.
Anurag Kashyap fan and so what so I'm like we are always in touch like and I talk to him and he haven't seen Balan yet but
Okay.
he's going to watch it in theaters and he said and he didn't want to watch it in Cannes also like I want to watch it in the theater in India so
Okay.
and he's always like a mentor like and I used to assist Rajiv Ravi and I have met him Anurag sir like long back and
Mhm.
I don't know like anything I'm a big fan of him like so whatever he says like I don't know like I take it as golden words like
Okay, so I have my last question because I've been asked to ask the last question. It is if you do you have a wish list of Bollywood actors you would like to cast and who are they and why?
a lot
Tell me the
and
names, about five of them if you can name me, and tell me why.
the three Khans
Okay, okay, we're talking about stars here. Okay, right, right,
yeah
right.
and Amitabh Bachchan of course I want to work with Amitabh Bachchan and Amir Khan, Salman Khan, Shahrukh Khan, a lot of actors,
Okay.
Ranveer Kapoor, Ranveer Singh, like almost all, like Vicky Kaushal, yeah,
Hmm.
would definitely love to work with him.
And
Farhana.
actresses. We'll also talk about actresses. Who else from the?
There's a lot, I think, like not very familiar with the very new people, but
Hmm.
a lot of actors. I want to work with Tabu ma'am. She's fantastic,
Hmm.
and
Hmm. Hmm.
a lot of actors. I wouldn't know. Kriti Sanon is there, Karina Kapoor, Janvi, a
Hmm.
lot of great
All of them.
talents, and
Okay.
yeah, and all of them.
Okay. So good luck and thank you for speaking to
Thank you.
me. And we'll watch the film and come back to you with a good review. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. I'll let the radio in now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll leave now.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you.